Welcome back to Real Life Reviews, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at the Altra Olympus 3 or 3.0 depending on your preferences. Let's cut straight to the chase with this shoe. There are two key features that make this shoe stand out. The first, as an Ultra, it is zero drop. That means it has no heel to toe drop in it. It's a zero drop shoe, promoting a much more midfoot and natural foot plant when you're running. The second is the size of the toe box. Some will say when you look down on this shoe, it looks downright ugly with the width of the toe box. The point of the toe box, as Ultra will say, is to allow your foot to not be constricted, to actually hit the ground and splay as the foot is designed to work. So, zero drop, great toe box for space and a splayed foot. Let's now take a look at some of the basic features of the shoe itself. So the sole is a Vibram sole. Vibram speaks for itself. It has excellent grip on all conditions of rock in particular. It's tough, durable, and in all but the most technical of terrains, it is absolutely excellent. Now, where I'm leaning to with this shoe is I believe that this is an ultra and a multi-stage event shoe, and that's what it's really designed for and where I think it best leans its use. So I'm not too worried that it's not a mega technical. The fact that it is so good, it's a Vibram sole, is a big plus from my perspective. One more small feature of the sole, and you can perhaps best see it if I give you a bit of an angled bit here, is that the front lugs have a little bit of a cut angle to them, and I often refer to myself as a little bit of a clumsy runner going downhill or hitting a flat after a downhill and catching the sole on bits of rock. And this just only minimalistic, but this I think helps reduce that catching and tripping effect that you can sometimes get when you're particularly tired or clumsy like me. Moving up a little, we get to the midsole. This is a 33mm stack. Now, that's pretty high, but it's a phenomenal cushioning effect. And this is where this shoe again lends towards the Ultra and the multi-stage event. This is going to protect your ankles, your knees, and give you that plusher feel that many shoes aren't going to give you. So again, another aspect that guides this shoe towards being that longer distance shoe, very much so. The midsole is a combination. It's a sort of two-layer type. It's a dual layer. It's EVA foam and an A-bound cushioning, and they work really well together. What this doesn't have is it doesn't have a rock plate. Now, from my experience, that's not an issue because with 33mm as the cushioning, you don't need one. I've spoken to a couple of retailers and they have quite happily said to me, if you want a rock plate, not a problem, we'll take one out of another shoe and you can have it and put it in. So whilst it's not made with a rock plate, you can certainly fit a rock plate. The rock plates are around, but I don't think you need it because the cushioning is so good. Looking at the two ends of this shoe now, the heel and the toe, there's no reinforcement to either, so to some degree it depends what you're running through, and if you're expecting to kick against big rocks, etc., you might want some of that. Having said that, very few genuine trail shoes have a major reinforcement, but the toe is soft. Again, I quite like that and I don't worry about it. The heel is what I can best describe as natural. It grips really nicely without you feeling that it's tight on your heel. So my heel's not loose, it's held comfortably, and I think some of that is that it's the tightness of the heel but without reinforcement, just gives you that tiny bit of flexibility but keeps the heel well and truly in place. Moving around the outside, we have four what Ultra call Gator traps. So at the back we have a hook and loop one, We have round the sides of the heel, we have 2 loops, so we've got a loop on that side and we've got a loop on that side, and then on the toe at the front or bottom toe part of the laces we have another hook system for Gators. Ultra produce their own Gators and they fit really well. You can fit a Gator, and with this system you can take the shoe off and keep the Gator engaged completely, change your socks, put the shoe back on, etc., and it works really well. I think if I was running something like MDS, Marathon des Sables, I would still go for the full stitching in and possibly go for a different Gator system. But that's another debate altogether. But the shoe does come with Gator traps that genuinely they do work. And one more just slightly technical element about this shoe, and that's sizing. Now, I bought this shoe with the aim of looking at it as a multi-stage running shoe, ultra shoe. And I therefore did what most people would do and bought half a size up. So those that know me and have watched my videos, my normal shoe size is an 8. My normal shoe running size is an 8.5 because I just like that little bit more freedom and allow the foot to swell a little. And I took what most people would do and say, right, if you're going to do something like, I mentioned it earlier, Marathon des Sables, then you would go up half a size to allow for foot swell. So I ordered and bought a size 9, and I have put this through 6 and 7 day sessions where I've tried to see how my feet swell and what this shoe does. I can honestly say I don't need a 9. An 8.5 would have been absolutely fine. So whatever your normal running shoe size is, my advice, if you're looking for a multi-stage and you want to build in that space, you don't need to go up a size with the Altra Olympus 3. It does it for you with this, quote, ugly, but with this much wider toe box that it already has. And it's an excellent shoe. So in summary, the Altra Olympus 3, a 0 drop, wide toe box, from my perspective, ultra endurance multi-stage shoe. If you've not run 0 drop before and you have tight calves, don't go straight into it and do loads of work on it. Interlink with running with your normal running shoes and build up to it, because you're going to stretch your calves and you don't want to put that stress on the calf and the Achilles tendon. But this, in my mind, is an excellent multi-stage ultra marathon shoe for those that want very, very good cushioning. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Much of what we review on this channel you can buy through Wiggle, and we have a link there in the description down below. The beauty of using that link is that you get some great discounts and some great savings often, and also a small proportion of what you spend comes back to the channel to help us keep the channel going. Added to that, we've got a link to our website down there with further links to other affiliates selling the equipment that we review. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the round photo down there. For another couple of really good trail shoe reviews, there's the Hoka Owner Speedgoat 3 up there, and just up there we have the Innovate Trail Talon 290. Thanks again for watching.